You know, when people talk about Elvis Presley, they talk about the legend, the superstar, the man who changed American music forever. But behind the bright lights, the sold-out shows, and the screaming crowds, there was another Elvis. A quieter Elvis. A young man who carried around a memory he never really shared with the world. Something soft, something personal, something he held close to his heart until the very end. And this story, well, it begins long before Graceland, long before Hound Dog, long before the leather suits and the jumpsuits. It begins back in 1953, in the warm, dusty summer air of Memphis, Tennessee. Elvis was 18, just a kid with slicked back hair, cheap guitar strings that snapped every other week, and dreams bigger than his tiny bedroom at 462 Alabama Avenue. He worked part-time as a theater usher and sometimes trucked around equipment for Crown Electric. He wasn't famous, he wasn't even close. But he was in love, though no one knew it. Her name, at least in this story, was Lily Mae Carter. Lily Mae lived just 2 streets down from Elvis. She was 17, with soft brown hair that curled at the ends and eyes that seemed to smile even before her mouth did. She worked afternoons at a small corner drugstore, the kind with a jukebox that clicked and hummed whenever someone punched in a new song. Elvis would stop by there almost every day, pretending he needed something. Cola, gum, guitar picks, anything just to see her for a minute or two. Now, Elvis wasn't smooth back then. Not even close. He'd shuffle his feet, mumble his words, and when Lily Mae asked, "How you doing today, Elvis?" he'd blush right up to his ears and go, "Oh, you know, just getting by." But Lily Mae, she liked him. She liked the way he talked softly, like he was afraid of waking something important. She liked that he said, "Yes, ma'am," and "No, ma'am," even when he didn't have to. She liked that he held doors open, not to impress her, but because that was simply who he was. One warm Friday evening in July, Elvis walked into the shop holding his guitar, more nervous than he'd ever been in his life. The sun was setting, painting the sky pink and gold, and Lily Mae was wiping down the counter with a damp cloth. "Elvis Presley," she said, smiling. "What are you doing here with that guitar? You gonna sing me something?" "Well, I was hoping you might want to go for a walk," he muttered. "A walk?" "Yeah, down by the river. I mean, if you're not busy." She wasn't, and so it began. They walked along the Mississippi River until the sky went dark, talking about nothing and everything. Lily Mae told Elvis she wanted to be a painter someday. Elvis told her he just wanted to make music, even if only a few folks ever heard it. "Play me something," she said softly. And he did. He played a simple melody, one he'd been working on for weeks, one that would never make it to the radio, a tune he wrote only for her. The music drifted across the water, warm and gentle, like the night itself. When he finished, Lily Mae said, "That was beautiful, Elvis." And for the first time in his life, Elvis felt like someone truly saw him, not the performer he hoped to be, not the awkward kid he was, but the soul behind the sound. They saw each other almost every day after that. Long walks, soft laughter, quiet moments by the river. But they never called it love. Not out loud. Maybe they were too young. Or maybe it was too real. In late August, something happened that changed everything. Something Elvis never talked about publicly. A talent scout from Sun Records heard Elvis singing after hours at the theater. Word got around. Sam Phillips, the man who would soon change Elvis' life, wanted to hear him sing. A meeting was set. A real meeting. A chance. The kind of chance you don't get twice. Elvis told Lily Mae first. "They think I might really make something of this," he said, sitting on her front porch, guitar across his lap. Her eyes sparkled. "Elvis, that's incredible." "Yeah, but things might get different. I don't know where it'll all go." She placed her hand on his. "Wherever it goes, I hope you don't forget where you came from." He didn't say anything for a long time. Then he whispered, "You're where I come from." But dreams have a way of pulling people in different directions. The night before his first real audition, Elvis walked Lily Mae home. The air felt heavy, like the whole world was waiting for something to happen. She looked at him with those soft brown eyes and said, "Elvis, promise me one thing." "Anything," he replied. "If you make it big, don't let them change who you are." "I won't," he said, and he meant it. The next morning, Elvis Presley walked into Sun Records and sang like the world was listening. Even though only a handful of people were, his voice cracked in places, and he was nervous, but there was something honest in his sound, something raw that caught Sam Phillips's attention. From that day on, everything accelerated. Shows, appearances, studio sessions. Life moved faster than Elvis could run. And Lily Mae, she watched from a distance, proud but heartbroken. Elvis tried to see her, tried to make time, but fame is a storm, loud, blinding, and impossible to outrun. One chilly evening in late 1954, months after his first big radio performance, Elvis finally made it back to that little drugstore. The bell above the door jingled softly as he stepped inside. But Lily Mae wasn't there. The owner, an older man with thick glasses, recognized Elvis immediately. "Looking for Lily Mae, son?" "Yes, sir." "She moved. Her daddy got a job up in Nashville." "Left a few weeks ago?" Elvis felt something inside him sink. "She left you this," the man said, handing him a small folded note. Elvis stepped outside, leaned against the wall and opened it with trembling fingers. "Elvis, I always knew you'd shine. I'm so proud of you. Don't come looking for me. Your future's too big for small places. Just promise me you'll sing with your whole heart, because that's the Elvis I knew." Lily Mae. Elvis folded the note carefully and slipped it into his jacket pocket. He carried it with him for years. Some say he kept it in a drawer at Graceland. Some say it was tucked in an old guitar case. Elvis never said, but those close to him knew. Every now and then, late at night, when the crowds were gone and the world was quiet, Elvis would hum a simple little melody. Soft, sweet, unfinished. The same melody he'd played for Lily Mae that warm summer evening by the river. The world remembers Elvis Presley as many things. A king, a legend, an icon. But somewhere beneath all that noise, he was still just a boy from Memphis, carrying a memory of a girl who believed in him long before the world ever did. That memory, well, it was something he never forgot.